beautiful Cancer. Welcome to March. This is Gwendolyn. Welcome back to the channel, or if it's your first time here, welcome. This video is going to be a monthly Tarotscope for March for Cancer, and I'm going to talk a little bit about what's been going on in the sky while I shuffle here. We open the month with a full moon in Virgo, which is your third house, Cancer. And the third house is usually the house that governs communication. It's usually the house of Gemini, so it has to do with ideas, socializing, communicating with others, the way we speak, the way we convey information, all those types of things that is socialization, communication, conveying of information and ideas. And with that full house there, a full moon in your third house there, it really speaks to, highlighting the way that you communicate. And I actually just noticed while I was shuffling, we have the Ace of Cups here on the bottom of the deck. So this is new love. You may be communicating in a new way that is just full of love, like your cup runneth over. For some of you, full moons can mean completion of things. Like it could be letting go of an old way of speaking. But for most of you, I'm just really getting that there's a focus on your communication and speaking in a very full, sweet, poetic way. The moon governs our emotions. So I'm really seeing that you may be highlighted and featured for communicating in a way that is just full of emotion right now. Cancer. And you usually are, you're a water sign, so you usually have emotions flowing through you anyway, but with your outer shell, sometimes you don't let that up to the surface, and I get with this full moon in Virgo that you are letting that up to the surface. So, great time to write poetry, write a screenplay, write music or songs, because your emotional life is flowing. And the communication of your emotions is really featured too. So, middle of the month, on March 17th, we have a new moon in Pisces in your 9th house, Cancer. And 9th house has to do with higher learning. It has to do with publishing, travel, exploration, going to the next level, or going to the next horizon. It's usually governed by Sagittarius, which is the explorer. So if there's something that you wanted to begin in terms of any of those themes, Cancer, middle of March is a great time to set those intentions, plant those seeds. Like, for example, if you wanted to set up travel plans to visit another country, that's very 9th house energy, and you can watch those plans develop and ripen until we get the full moon in Pisces 6 months from now, and you might see some nice results. Also, if you wanted to begin a publishing project, like if you're getting ideas with this full moon in Virgo in your 3rd house, middle of the month could be a time to initiate or begin plans to publish something. It could also be a good time to begin studying a different culture or religion or aspect of higher learning. That's all 9th house as well. So let's see, I'm going to just do one more shuffle here, and let's see, Cancer, what you've got coming up in the cards. We also do finish the month with another full moon, a blue moon, but I'll be doing another video about that. So let's just see what's coming up for you this month, Cancer. Looks like you open the month with a fair amount of success. Some of you may be getting or doing something that causes a lot of recognition for you, causes you to feel strong about asserting yourself and defending your boundaries to stand up for a cause that you believe in. This is 6 and 7 of Wands. So this is fire energy, about getting something done, showing up, getting recognition, achieving an accomplishment, and saying, here I am. I'm ready to defend my space. I'm ready to stand up. It's actually I'm reading a lot of leadership energy in this, Cancer. Sometimes this card is called Success Despite Adversity, where he's fighting off all these people. But because I'm seeing it following the success of this 6 of Wands card, which it does naturally, I'm actually seeing it as a leadership. Like, I'm feeling charged up. I'm ready to lead a group of people to go achieve something, go accomplish something. In fact, what I'm seeing with these two is that You may have had some success recently, Cancer, in something, or getting some recognition or some status, and you actually may have some leadership skills where you can impart that and teach that and lead that to some other people. So you might want to consider that as we open March here. I see, this is interesting, I see you here. This could be any water sign, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, but I'm reading it as you, Cancer. And I want to ask you, what is it that is causing you to be in reverse and letting your emotional cups drain out? Why are those in reverse, Cancer? Because those are beautiful cards. Queen of Cups being the intuitive, compassionate, loving, almost psychic card of the emotional queen. And the Ten of Cups is the card that has the most amount of cups on it, the most amount of heart energy, but yet it's in reverse. So there's some level of which you're experiencing this, Cancer, but it's only at like 80%, something like that. We see partnership here. We see this is usually a card of happiness within the family. It's joy. It is peace. It's harmony. And Queen of Cups is the emotional queen. She cares about what everyone feels. She cares about how people, connecting with people on an emotional level. So with these, whenever I see cards in reverse, I always ask, first of all, the energy of the cards is here for you. So there is a lot of peace, happiness, joy, and harmony available to you. And you do show up as this soft, warm-hearted, loving, compassionate, and kind queen. But when I see cards in reverse, I always ask, what is it that is causing limitation? What is it that is causing you to experience these only at like an 80% level instead of 100? What is it that is, what fear, doubt, or resistance is present that is not allowing you to feel, and I'm using that word feel intentionally because these are cups cards, what is it that's not allowing you to feel 100% present? Because I'm actually seeing this, if you look at her sleeve here, you can see these pearls here, which is very Cancerian energy. This is her arm that is in partnership here. And this is another partner. So what is it how is it that you're feeling like you're only showing up 80%? What is it that can bring this rainbow into Technicolor for you, Cancer? What fear, doubt, or resistance can you let go of at the beginning of the March? Because I'm seeing too that it's related to a wish fulfillment here, and that when you can turn around whatever's limiting you, that last 20%, then your wishes get fulfilled here in terms of both emotional needs and physical needs, emotional life and being grounded here in the physical world. So let's take a look at what else is going on. Middle of the month. You may have some difficulty making a decision about something, Cancer. This card actually popped out while I was shuffling too. So Two of Swords in reverse is saying you're really wanting to check out and not make a decision about something. That could potentially be around that new moon in Pisces. Like not wanting to decide about traveling somewhere or, you know, taking the next step to the next highest level. Two of Swords really speaks to having indecision between whether to go left or whether to go right, whether to choose between one idea or the other idea. And so they just blindfold themselves and check out. And I'm seeing a lot of mental stress and tension. You know, Nine of Swords can sometimes mean worry here, or overthinking things, splitting hairs, driving yourself crazy, going in circles, trying to decide something. And you may go through so much just anxiety or overthinking that you just decide, forget it, I'm not going to make a decision about this. I'm just going to forget about it. I'm just going to check out. But I see, you know, new adventure and new potential energy available to you in the middle of the month if you can adopt a carefree attitude. This is anxiety and tension and too much mental energy leading you to a place of like, forget it, I just don't even want to make a decision. I don't even want to look at it. But then, you know, Fool comes in, and Fool is very carefree. Fool is very innocent. He's like, I don't have a care in the world. I'm not worried about anything. I'm just out to see what life has to offer me. And I know that there's a wonderful adventure out there for me. And I'm just going to smell this rose and skip along my merry way. So this is about being open. And with it here next to star, it's sort of like being open to receiving your greatest dreams, your greatest wishes, Cancer. So, you know, this card has a lot of hope and faith. When this card is in reverse, this card is also a card about hope. So I'm seeing have hope in the middle of the month. But when this is in reverse, it's saying that you may have some doubts or fears that your wishes can actually come true. What is it that you desperately want, Cancer? What is it that you want secretly? And how can you remove any limitations or fears that's causing you to receive that? Because this is, both of these cards are also about renewal. Fool means opening a brand new cycle, a brand new chapter, brand new journey, clean slate energy. It is 0. It's the first card of the tarot. So it is like blank slate. Anything's possible. And Star comes right after Tower, when the old systems break down, and this is a card of renewal and refreshment. So with both of these, there's a lot of hope and a lot of beginning fresh, beginning new, especially if you had anxiety about, you know, going left or right. I'm kind of getting that there may have been a path, Cancer, that you were going down and it led you to this fork in the road and you're like, gosh, I really don't like either path. But this leads you to say, okay, I'm just going to, instead of going down either one of these forks, because I really don't want either one of those, I'm just going to jump off this cliff and see where that lands me. And it ends up taking you to this place where you realize all things are possible, that you can have your wishes fulfilled. So open up to your wishes and dreams middle of the month, Cancer. You got some nice, fresh, hopeful renewal energy here, especially as you let go of this mind stuff. Your mind could be not your best friend in the middle of the month. I want you to just focus on being carefree, being open, believing that all things are possible, believing that you can have your wishes and dreams fulfilled, because you can. It may also relate to whatever it is that you need to address here in showing up fully as yourself, believing in that happiness. You know, with 10 of Cups and Star in reverse, this is happiness and wishes fulfilled, and hope. So what is it that is causing you to experience that only at 80%, not fully believing in it? You know, what is it that you need to believe, Cancer, in order to put you in this carefree, open, all things are possible state of mind? That's just my question for you for March. And then as we go towards the end of March, it looks like you've got some fun times ahead. You've got 3 of Cups, which is celebration. That is being surrounded by friends and family. That is going to parties, going to social events. You know, feeling support on all sides and spending time with like-minded people. And 9 of Cups is wish satisfaction, you know? This is getting your wishes fulfilled. Whatever it is that you weren't so sure about, maybe you receive it by the end of the month. 9 of Cups, satisfaction, wishes fulfilled, sensual satisfaction, and also leading to Devil, which is passion. You know, this is energy. This is being totally consumed and obsessed by something. And, you know, both of these cards, which I kind of like, both of these cards are like getting what you want and being totally engrossed in it and totally consumed by it. But both these cards also speak to not going overboard. You know, especially with all this Cups energy, both 3 of Cups and 9 of Cups can speak about overdoing it in terms of drinking or excess in terms of food or merriment. So what I'm getting, Cancer, is that with you being so open here in the middle of the month, you come out of your head. Whatever dilemma you've been overthinking about or stressed out about or, you know, splitting hairs about, going in circles in your head about, you open up to this fresh possibility of like, okay, all things are possible. I'm just going to have faith. I'm going to go forward. I'm going to experience what's new. And you actually do get a lot of satisfaction here. But it's saying be careful of not going overboard. Be careful of not jumping out of the frying pan and into the fire. You know, that's what Devil's warning here. And also with 3 of Cups and 9 of Cups, it's saying have fun, be merry, eat, drink, and be merry is what this says. You know, enjoy your friends, enjoy the satisfaction that's coming to you, enjoy the sensual, passionate nature that's coming up for you here at the end of the month. But just don't go overboard. Don't let, you know, it's actually funny, it's reminding me of this quote by Kim Gordon that says, don't let your crushes become obsessions. Just same kind of thing is like, don't let your pleasures become addictions. You know, enjoy what's coming to you. 3 of Cups, celebration, festivity, friends, like-minded people. 9 of Cups, sensual satisfaction, wish fulfillment. But don't let it become so, and you know, enjoy the passionate nature of it. Enjoy being engrossed and consumed by something, but don't let it become your master. You know, and if there's any sort of overindulgent in terms of food, drink, drugs, alcohol, addictive behaviors like shopping addictions, gambling addictions, sex addiction, anything that has to do with going too far, this is saying enjoy, let the good times roll, but don't let it roll you off a cliff. So, and then Knight of Rods says that too, is, you know, he can be a very sexual character, just like the Devil. You know, he's in and he's out. This is saying be careful of someone who just wants to come in and go out. Like flash. This is saying beware of flash in the pan energy. So looks like good times at the end of March for you, Cancer. Just don't go overboard is what I'm getting for that. And allow yourself to be carefree in the middle of the month. Allow yourself to maybe smell this rose and dream those dreams of where it is you might want to go next. 9th house, new moon in Pisces, you know, new travel, new exploration. That's what Fool's about. He explores the whole world, and he believes that the whole world is open to him, and therefore it is. I'm also getting this quote, Cancer, that when you open up yourself to the world opens up to you. And that's why I see all this fun energy. Just be careful about not going overboard at the end of the month. So that's my reading for you, Cancer. I hope you enjoyed it. Looks like you have a fun month ahead. If you did enjoy it, feel free to give it a thumbs up or share with another Cancer, or on social media. And if you'd ever like to book a personal reading with me, I'll have my information below. You can email me at readingsbygwendolyn@gmail.com or just visit my website. And as always, I just want to thank everyone so much for watching. Have a beautiful March. Yours in the stars.